Hi, first grade friends. Today is Thursday, April 23rd. So yesterday was Earth Day and we read a story, and we're going to go back to that today and think about important parts of that story. Now, can anyone remember what kind of book we read yesterday? Was it a fiction book or a nonfiction book? If you said nonfiction book, you are correct. Nonfiction books are used to help teach us something. So we learn a lesson from nonfiction books about real information. So there's real facts, real information in a nonfiction book. Today we're going to work on the main idea and key details in a text. So I'm going to say our I can statement, and I would like you to repeat it back for me. I can identify the main idea and key details in a text. I can identify the main idea and key details in a text. All right, so can you tell me what a main idea is in a nonfiction text? Can you turn and talk to an adult and tell them what you think the main idea is? The main idea is what the text is mostly about. So when we think about the main idea, we also need to think about what is the author of this text trying to teach us. What about key details? Can you turn and talk to an adult and tell them what you think key details are in a nonfiction text? Key details are important pieces of real information we learn from the text. So we can think of key details in a nonfiction text as being facts, because we know facts are true and real information. We can think about key details and we can think about how they support the main idea. So if I were to list 3 facts from a nonfiction book, I could also think about what are these facts telling me that I'm learning from the book. That will help you come up with the main idea. One way we've done this in the classroom is we thought about our ice cream cone. So in our ice cream cone, we have our key details, which are the ice cream scoops, and the ice cream cone is the main idea, what the story or text is mostly about. So I'm going to pull it up here for us too. So I'm going to pull 3 facts or key details from the nonfiction book that I showed you earlier. So if my book was Sharks, what were 3 key details from that book? So my first key detail or ice cream scoop was that they eat fish and sea mammals like seals and dolphins. Another key detail was some sharks are scary and dangerous, but some are nice and gentle. My third key detail or ice cream scoop was sharks have very sharp teeth and they lose them up to 7 times a year. All right, so we can't have ice cream without something to put it in, right? Think about it. If I had ice cream in my hands, what would happen? My hands would be so cold or the ice cream would melt. So just like the ice cream needs a cone or a bowl to be in, key details need a book or a main idea to help put them together. So if I thought about my 3 facts, can you tell me a good main idea for this book? What do you think about sharks are interesting animals? Do you think those facts help support the idea that sharks are interesting animals? So now we're going to think about what are key details in the main idea in the book we read yesterday, Earth Day Every Day. So turn your eyes to the screen and listening ears on so we can reread the story and figure out what are 3 key details in the text and what is the main idea. So what is the author trying to teach us from this?
Welcome to Baby Story Time. Do you want to read this book with me? Don't forget to click the subscribe button for more. Earth Day Every Day by Lisa Bullard. illustrated by Sao Sin.
Ooh, what is that? What did we just pass? What do we call that? If you said table of contents, you are correct.
Chapter 1. What a mess! My name's Trina. I'm an Earthling. I live here on planet Earth. So do trees and bees and manatees. Unless you're from Mars, you're an Earthling too. People don't always take good care of our Earth home. We do things that hurt the Earth. We make the air dirty. We throw away too much. We waste power. Mom says people should clean up their own messes. Earthlings made this Earth mess, so we Earthlings should fix it. It's a job for everyone. Chapter 2. Miss Big Mouth. My brother calls me Miss Big Mouth, so I used my big mouth to help the Earth. Last week, I asked everyone I know to plan something for Earth Day. Today,
Do we remember what this is, first grade? If you said heading, you are correct.
today was finally the big day. Earth Day happens once a year on April 22nd. On that day, people everywhere remember to help the Earth. Earth Day also reminds us to take care of Earth all year long. My teacher taught my class how to plant trees. Everyone got to help. Someday our trees will grow to be much taller than we are. They'll make good homes for birds. You can also plant special gardens to feed bees and butterflies. And trees and plants aren't just helpful to animals. They also clean the air we all breathe. My friends formed an Earth Day club. We had our first meeting at lunch. Earth's problems mean problems for animals too. Even my favorite, tigers, are having trouble. So our club decided to save money to help animals. People have formed many groups to help animals in trouble. The groups find ways to protect animals and the places they live. They study the animals to figure out new ways to help them. You can learn more about these groups on the internet. Ask your teacher or a parent to help you look.
Do we remember what this part of a nonfiction book is called? What kind of feature was that? If you said caption, you're right. A caption helps to describe the picture or drawing in the book.
Chapter 3. My Family's Earth Day. My family and neighbors had an Earth Day trade. Everybody brought stuff they don't need anymore. We traded for things we want. Mom wouldn't let me trade my brother, so I traded an old puzzle for a soccer ball. It's better for the Earth when we reuse old things. Reuse means to use something again. Then it doesn't end up in the trash. You also don't need to buy new things. Trading and reusing helps the Earth. Now my family is having a special Earth night. We turned off the TV and the computer. That way we don't use as much power. Instead, we're playing board games. My dog Daisy and I are winning. Using power can make the air dirty, so turn off lights and machines whenever you can. Play outside instead of playing video games. Saving power helps save the Earth. Maybe you can use your big mouth too. Together we can talk to everyone about helping the Earth. We'll ask people to make it Earth Day every day. Then we can all find other ways to save the Earth tomorrow.
All right, and the last part of our nonfiction book, do you remember this feature? If you said glossary, you are correct. Remember, the glossary has those bold words that are found throughout the book, and you can go to the end where the glossary is to figure out what they mean. All right, now that we've reread the book and talked about what key details are and what a main idea is, you are going to go to the seesaw page that looks something like this. You have your ice cream cone to help you remember that you need 3 key details. And how can those 3 key details help you come up with the main idea? Or how do they support the main idea? Or in other words, what the author is trying to teach us? So you're going to follow the arrow for each key detail and write in the box next to it using the drawing tools or the text tool. So my key detail 1 will go here, key detail number 2 here, key detail 3 here, and then my main idea, which is that ice cream cone, is going to go at the bottom. So what the text is mostly about, or what the author is trying to teach us. You also have the option of using the microphone tool. So when you use the microphone tool, you can record yourself describing each of the 3 key details and describing to me what the main idea is. When you're all finished, you're going to hit that green check button in the top right corner. Have fun with the activity, first graders.